Hey everyone, NETFQ here. What I thought we'd do today is do a bit of a PvP roam. As you can see, I'm in a Wolf here, which is a Tech 2 assault frigate. It's a Mimitar ship, so I thought we'd take it out to delve and yeah, see what we can get up to. So we'll just go over the basic fit of it. As you can see, for the high slots, I've just got 4 200mm autocannon Tech 2s. And I've got a energy leecher there, 9 points leached every 2.5 seconds, because as you can see, this capacitor or this fit is not cap stable. I've just got over a minute of cap before it depletes, so this hopefully will help out if I get into difficulty and I need to leech off the thing that I'm killing, just to make sure that all my modules stay on. For the mid slots, I've just got a 5nm micro warp drive, and as you can see, the max velocity is just over 3000 meters a second, which is pretty good. And I have my faint scooped warp scrambler with a range of just over 8 kilometers, but it does have a warp scramble strength of 2, so that's pretty good to have. And for the low slots, I have just got a small ancillary armor repairer with nanite paste in it, so that's going to repair what, 156 HP every 4.5 seconds, so that's pretty good to have. And as standard, because this is an assault frigate, you need your assault damage control unit as well, so I've got a compact version of that. And I do have a Federation Navy 200mm steel plates just to add a bit of tank to the armor, so I've got that there. And I've got a Refuge Adaptive Nano Plating Tech 1, and the last lot I've just got a Gyro Stabilizer Tech 2, and for the rigs we've just got a small projectile burst aerator, is that how you pronounce it, Tech 2, and a anti-explosive pump Tech 2. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, with barrage loaded, as you can see, I can do 180 DPS, so that's damage per second, which is pretty good. So yeah, not bad at all. So we'll see how this goes. And yeah, what I'm doing also is I'm actually fitting some implants. So I've created a jump clone, and I've just fitted it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 implants. So the first one is a small projectile turret implant, and what that does is that just 3% bonus to small projectile turret damage, so I've got a 3% bonus to the damage of my guns, which is fantastic. Evasive maneuvering, so 1% bonus to ship agility, not that much, but hey, why not? It's a cheap implant and it's got a slot free, so why not use it? And this one here is a 3% bonus to hull HP, so yeah, if I'm in hull I'm pretty much screwed anyway, but hey, why not? 3% bonus to hull HP, just in case, you know, I can survive it if I'm in hull. 3% is always nice and handy to have extra. And what do we have here? We have a surgical strike implant as well, so it's 1% bonus to all turret damage, which is good, great, it's another 1% of damage done. And I've got hull upgrades here, which gives me a 1% bonus to armor hit points. So I've got 1% bonus to the armor. Now the reason why these are, you know, you may say these, you know, these are only Tech 1s, right? Well, you've got an 803 there, but most of them are 1s with a couple of 3s. And the reason why I want to do this is, you know, I'm prepared to die in this wolf. I mean, highly likely this is going to be a one-way trip and I'm not going to really make it back. So I don't want to have to lose an expensive jump clone, so I've just fitted it with the most basic implants that I can get, that gives me a small increase in damage and survivability. I mean, all these you know, implants, they probably cost around, what was it, about 24 million, so it's pretty cheap, you know, for what you get from it. What's that? That's a 4% increase in damage output, and you know, some buffer to your armor and hull as well. You know, that's pretty good. So that's what I'll be using. And as you can see, my first destination is going to be UEX O Tech Z, which is in Delve. That's going to be my first destination, and from that point we'll just have a roam around and yeah, see if we can find any ratters and see if we can actually kill them. And yeah, this fit and the implants, I actually got the idea from another guy's video, which I will link below. So yeah, please go check out his video. You know, it's really good. He does get quite a few kills with this wolf, and as well as tackling supercarriers as well, and killing some heavy fighters. So yeah, definitely check that out, that video out. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll get going here, and I'll walk to Delve, and yeah, we'll pick it up there when I find targets. So yeah, stay tuned. Right, the first encounter is when I jumped into this next system here, and we came across a hostile and a friendly, and I noticed that on the gate they were having a bit of a battle. So I thought, oh, this is a great opportunity to join in and help the friendly guy out. So noticed it was a Cinnabal, which I wouldn't be able to take on my own, but I thought, hey, why not, we'll give it a go. And as you can see, he's just about lost his shields there. So I come in, Michael Walk drive on, I scram him and mute him and start shooting him, and he goes down pretty quick. So yeah, that was a pretty, and yeah, that was a pretty quick kill. And as you can see, I got the kill mail for it, which was great. So yeah, and as you can see from the kill report, it was quite a blingy ship. It was yeah, over what, 500 million ISK worth of ship, and yeah, I did 4% damage to it. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I did apologize to the guy, the friendly guy, because I did actually take his kill. I'm sure he would have got that Cinnabal down himself. He was in a hurricane, so I think there was a bit tanky, and he shouldn't have had any issues with it whatsoever. But as you can see, he did about what, 95% of the damage, and I did the last 5%. So yeah, that was the first kill in the wolf. Right, so this next encounter, I got a bit bored because I wasn't actually finding any targets, so I thought I'll just check out the Sino beacon, or Sino field beacon here, and I just noticed that a Nix just Sinoed in, but I thought, I'll bugger it, I'll just have a go at killing this nearest here. And sure enough, yep, I knew that was going to happen. The Nix took his drones out and started targeting me, so I knew that was a no-show, killing the Sino guy there. So I had no choice but to warp out. Right, in this next encounter, I decided to go back to the Sino guy to see if that Nix had disappeared. But no, unfortunately he hadn't. He brought along another supercarrier and a regular carrier, so I knew that was no show at all at trying to kill that Sino, so decided to leave system. But yeah, just have a look what I saw on the gate, going to the next system. Now, you know, I was debating, should I engage him and have a little play with him, but I thought the better of it. But yeah, as you can see, there is a Titan just sitting there, and a capsule as well. So I was really debating, should I go after the capsule? But I thought not, just in case the Titan decided to do something dangerous. So I decided to leave that one well enough alone. Right, in this next encounter, I came across a lone Oracle with a Hulk. And he did have damaged drones out. He didn't have his excavator drones out. So I was debating, should I actually go after it? But I thought, yeah, why not? I'll give it a go, because the Oracle wasn't targeting me, the Hulk wasn't targeting me. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. I'll have a look. I'll see if I can just start shooting him. But as soon as I started shooting the Hulk, he warped off. I should have scrammed him, but yeah, I didn't. But as soon as that happened, yeah, the Oracle came to life. He locked me up, and he sent his drones after me. They weren't doing too much damage. I could have easily tanked them, but I thought, well, there's no point. A wolf wouldn't be able to take down a Oracle, and the juicy target, the Hulk, had disappeared. So I decided to look for an easier target. Right, at this stage I got a little bit impatient and did a really bad thing. As you can see, I walked to this gate and saw a Devoter there, which is an advanced cruiser, the Amar cruiser. It's an interdiction cruiser. And I thought, yeah, why not? We'll give it a go. We'll see if I can kill it. And that was a really, really, really bad mistake. Because as you can see, he's not only squared me, but he's webbed me, which means I can't use my micro warp drive to gain any distance on him, which isn't too bad. You know, I could at least maybe have a go at it. But one thing I didn't notice is, as you can see, there was a Nyx that warped in. And the Nyx decided that he didn't like me either. So he launched his fighters. There he comes. And yeah, he basically killed me. I knew it was probably a trap. But yeah, I was desperate for a fight. So I said, yeah, why not? Let's give it a go. Not realizing that, yeah, he had a super friend coming along that wanted a piece of me as well. And yeah, as you can see, I was thinking about, shit, you know, how can I get out of here? And basically there was no way. I had a combat timer on, so I couldn't jump. I was in an interdiction bubble, and he had scrammed and webbed me, so there's no way I'd be able to get out of the bubble in time anyway. And yeah, that was pretty much the end of that wolf, which is a pity really, but yeah, them's the breaks, I guess. So as you can see, I'm dead. There's nowhere for me to go. I'm just hoping at this stage that they decide to pod me as well. And there they go, they podded me. Right, so this next encounter is pretty interesting, and just shows the power of procurers in bulk. So I warped into this asteroid belt and saw a whole bunch of procurers, and a big bubble of them, but unfortunately they had a lot of drones sitting around them, and I just knew that there was no way for me to attack them. And as you can see, they've target painted me there, and the whole swarm of drones just come crashing down on me. And as you can see, there was a carrier there as well who launched his drones, but yeah, there's no way I could compete with that. There were just far too many light drones there for me to handle. Even though those procurers would have been an easy kill, there was just yeah, too much DPS happening all at one time. So I thought I'd leave that lot alone. Right, so this next account is pretty interesting. I saw a whole bunch of supercarriers on D-scan, so I decided to go around the combat sites to see if I can find one. And as you can see, I've landed on one, and there was a Nyx there. And I thought, oh, should I warp off? Yeah, I better warp off, because, you know, I'm not going to be able to take a Nyx. But then I noticed that he actually warped off himself and left his Amitat 2s behind. So I quickly stopped my ship and selected one, because I wanted to quickly warp scram one set, so he can't recall them, and that would be an easy kill. But I was so eager to try and get them before he recalled them that I got caught up in the rock haven there. So I thought, oh bugger it, I'll go for the closest one, which was actually behind me. But again, I got caught up in the rock haven. Oh, it's so frustrating. And yeah, I had my micro warp drive on, and I managed to get in range to be able to scram him. But as you can see, I didn't turn my micro warp drive off in time. So I basically went straight past him, out of scram range. There we go. It's about to go out of scram range. Yep. For some reason, I'm not keeping up with the guy. Should have been approaching him, not orbiting him. And yeah, they got out of range and they warped off. Oh, I can't tell you how frustrating that is. But unfortunately, them's the breaks. So it's my first encounter, and it would have been an easy kill. but I just wasn't prepared to scram one of them down in time. I was just too eager to try and do it. But anyway, next time I will not be so hasty, and I'll try and do things properly. But lesson learned on that one. That could have been an easy kill, but yep, I screwed it up. Right, in this next encounter, same thing again. I came across a Nix that was ratting, this time in a rock haven. And as you can see, I just didn't catch him in time because his Amitat 2s were actually orbiting him, and he was able to quickly dock them up. And his Templar 2s, he micro-warp drived and docked them up as well. So I was a bit too slow in that one. But instead of warping off, I thought, oh, why not? I'll mess with the Nix to see how much damage I can do. So as you can see, he's armor tanked there because he's got no more shields, which is what Nixes are. They are armor supercarriers. But I thought I'd scram him, and I'll start shooting him just to see what he'll do. And as you can see, he's targeting me there, and the rats are shooting him. There are a couple of small ones that are trying to nuke me, but yeah, as you can see, my guns aren't doing any damage to him at all. Yeah, he's definitely able to tank my piddly small autocannons. And I thought about warping off, because I knew there was just a matter of time before he launched some different type of fighters to try and kill me. But yeah, I mean, it was fun at the time. Just to try and shoot a super. And yeah, there we go. He just launched his drones, or his fighters, I should say. And I thought, nah, let's get out of here. So that's what I did. The fighters that he launched, I forget what they were. Probably can see that in the video. But yeah, I knew it was bad because he was actually changing them out, changing the Templars and the Amitats for something that is able to track and kill me pretty quickly. So yeah, I warped out. And at this stage, I think I had overstayed my welcome, as there was a saber and a wolf which were chasing me around the place. And as you can see here, I'm just approaching this gate, and I didn't jump through. I just was waiting to see what the saber was doing. And sure enough, he launched one of his bubbles. And then he locked me up. I guess he was trying to force me to jump through, but I thought, nah, let's just stay here. I don't want to jump through, because no doubt there were bad guys on the other side that were waiting to get me. And as you can see, he was trying to bump me away from the gate. But no, I was hanging around the gate. I was just waiting there just to see what he would do. And I knew that his friend in a wolf was still in system. So I thought, okay, well, he's going to come along soon. And, I'm in a wolf, so, probably an even match. But with the saber there, no, it just was definitely not worth it. But as you can see, I was able to micro-warp drive away out of a bubble and warp to a safe. Now, the bad thing about the situation is that this here is a dead-end system. And they were camping that gate, probably on both sides. So there's no way that I'd be able to leave safely. So for the next X amount of minutes, I had to basically bounce around saves, because there was an Astero on D-scan as well, and he had some combat probes out, and they were trying to scan me down, but they weren't having a really good time at doing it, and I was able to not get caught. But yeah, it was not a very good experience, let's put it that way. Being trapped in a dead-end system, I guess that's one thing you should do when you're roaming, is never go down a dead-end system, because you're really easy to get trapped in. But yeah, so there's lots of lessons learned. I mean, this is the first time I've done a roam like this, especially in a small little frigate like a wolf. So there's a lot to learn. There are a lot of juicy targets there that, unfortunately, because I'm in such a small frigate, I just wasn't able to take the fights. And there were a lot of mobile depots around as well. So I'd love to go in an Astero or something with scanner probes, so you can scan down the mobile depots and just go around and destroy them all. That would be fun. You know, why not? Yeah, it's something to do, and at least it annoys the goons. But anyway, this is the end of part 1. There definitely will be a part 2, and hopefully in part 2 we'll be able to get more kills than just that Cinnaball, even though that Cinnaball was over 500 million ISK worth of loot. I can't take the full credit for it, as that Alliance guy did do most of the damage. He did 95% of the damage, so all credit goes to him. I just came along at the last second and hauled on his kill, which wasn't really nice to do, but hey, at least it's a kill, and it sort of makes up for losing that wolf before to that Nyx and to that Devoter, which wasn't really nice. I should have never taken that fight, but I did. But hey, there's lots of lessons learned. I really do want to try and catch a supercarrier in a combat site and scram one of his fighters down to kill them. I really want to try doing that. There were 2 opportunities for me in this roam so far, and one of them I was just fumbling about and wasn't able to get there in time. Was able to scram it, but I just was not in the right orientation to keep up with it, and they got away. But that would have been an easy kill, and they were Amatat too, so they are really, really expensive. They were about 30 million each, so you had I think it was 6 of them, so that could have been quite expensive for that super pilot. But hey, he's a goon, he can afford it. But anyway, we'll leave it there, and until the next time, stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully it'll come out in the next couple of days, and hopefully it will contain a lot of kills and not just attempted kills. So I'm sorry that this video may be a bit disappointing for some, but hey, we're all learning, and this is the first time I'm doing it. If you guys can give me any tips or advice, we really appreciate it. So please leave them down in the comment section below, and I will definitely read them. And anyway, that's it for now. Fly safe, and bye for now.